guys. We're back for episode 3 of Between Us Girls.
We've got a lot of good feedback, I feel like, from all of you. So thank you so much for tuning in and listening.
Y'all have been very, very supportive and have been showing us a lot of love with the different topics and statements we've been making throughout our episodes. So it's been fun to see y'all chime in.
Yeah, some people who I didn't even think were going to listen to it. I'm getting like surprising text messages from people just, ranting and raving about us. They think they've seen a different side of us. Like, we've said a lot of things they didn't know, so that's been fun to get the feedback.
And also, it's Cinco de Mayo, so cheers.
Cheers,
to
cheers.
you guys.
Clink, clink,
You'll
clink,
be
clink,
hearing
clink.
this after Cinco, but we're celebrating with you.
Yes.
Absolutely. So, for today's episode, we have 2 more things to unpack with you all. First being a fun girls trip that took place for Jasmine.
My bachelorette trip.
And then the second, just unpacking some things as it relates to social media, some of the things that we've experienced, maybe be able to tap into some of the thoughts that you all might be having as it relates to social media. So let's get into it.
Let's get into it, Sean.
So y'all had a blast recently. I didn't know if y'all were going to come back.
We had such a good time.
I think y'all showed out.
We did.
And so I think the people need to know what happened during Jazz's bachelorette weekend.
Well, obviously, if you don't know, I have great friends and I have great family. And we took a group of 10 of us to Atlanta. Nikki and Amber basically planned like some...
And the other Amber.
All of my friends planned, a great weekend for me in Atlanta. We started the first night we went, it was travel day, so we had a game night. We all had matching pajamas. I don't even know exactly what games we played, but I know I was crying laughing.
I have a video of her. She is literally in tears, and she could not get it together for at least
I could
5
not.
minutes.
It might have been the alcohol, but everything was just so funny.
It was so funny.
So, okay, I wasn't there, guys, so I had to live through the text messages, work life.
Keeping her updated.
Yes, work life had to take priority, but tell everybody what the theme was, because it was super cute.
Disco Cowgirl. So we did like Beyonce. Jasmine loves Beyonce. As in episode 2, I think you talked about going to the concert.
Yes.
And so we love Beyonce around here. And if you don't love Beyonce, we love Beyonce by the end of the weekend. So we just had a theme day every day. So it was like Saddle Up, Hoe Down, all the things.
Disco,
something.
Yeah.
We had a good time. We had a great time. And Jasmine's mom and aunties came.
Yes, my mom obviously goes everywhere with me. So
shout out to Mommy's Secret.
Yes. So yes, I took my mom to my bachelorette weekend with me because let's be clear, every morning we have breakfast.
Oh, she cooked for y'all?
Oh, baby. When I say the griddle was griddle. Girl.
My 2 aunts came as well. My mom and my aunts are a fun time. So I'm not one that's like, y'all can't come nowhere. They are a fun time. So if I'm going anywhere, more than likely they're coming too with my friends.
They did their own thing.
Right. They left us.
That's what I heard.
They left us. And we were like, where did y'all go? They went like to some margarita thing and
came back with these tall boys.
They was not there for us at all. But
at all.
My mom and my aunts came. They cooked breakfast for us every morning, and they made sure we were safe. If we went out, they knew if they needed to come get us, they would. So I was definitely happy to have them on the trip with us.
Yeah, it was a blast. I had a lot of fun.
Okay, so inquiring minds want to know, what was probably the funniest moment during the entire weekend?
God, there were so many.
We were playing the game though, and Nikki read the card.
Oh, okay.
I can't even say it.
Okay. What
So
game
just summer.
Finish the lyrics.
And I looked at the card and there was a word on there I don't like to say. It starts with a P and ends with a Y. Has 2 S's in it. So Nikki was like, well, I passed it to Jazz and she read it and started laughing because she doesn't like to say that word either. So then Nikki was like, I'll read it. And it was 3 words though. And the first one was the P word. The next one was the A word with $2 signs behind it. And the last one was the N word. And our friend Nikki, she is a Caucasian woman. We love her. And
My best friend.
She turned bright red, and we all started dying. Like,
Because she was trying to figure out, like, why can't y'all read the card?
Yeah.
But we were talking about for the P word. But she was like, I'll read it. And she picked it up and she started reading it. And then she realized what that last word was.
And we all leaned in like,
what?
Sounds like a setup, guys. Nikki,
we wouldn't say it because of one word, and then she wouldn't say it because of
one
another word. So we were just laughing. It was hilarious.
I'm telling you, I was in tears. Nikki turned so red.
I would have too. Nikki, heart goes out to you. You took one for the team.
Hey, she the realest.
You tried. You tried. They set you up though.
She was bright red. I was like, oh.
That was a fun time. One of the funniest moments, but
the most fun
was Garden Park.
Oh.
So tell everybody.
Well, let's go through the times of events.
Okay.
Yes. So that Friday night, we had game night.
Night 1. Yep.
Blast. Vibes were vibing. Like, we were all into it. And then the next day, we woke up and we went to the winery. Mm-hmm. The winery. That's where I have my cute picture, guys. If you liked it, thank you.
You have to go look at her picture on Instagram. And all that jazz.
Yep. Underscore all that jazz. But the winery was gorgeous. I remember when we pulled in, I immediately got my phone up and I was like, I have got to record this entrance. It looked like we were coming into a mansion.
Like something at Disney, like a Disney movie mansion, like just beautiful.
It was gorgeous. And then we went in, it was even more beautiful. The tour itself was mediocre.
Okay.
It was just aesthetically appealing.
Oh, the aesthetic, 10 out of 10.
But we learned so much about wine and how to drink it and how to hold your glass and all the things. What
Sounds
to
like
pair.
a place that I need to go to.
Yeah, the wine was okay. I need my wine to taste like Kool-Aid. I'm not a real wine drinker. So they had one
like Welch's, sparkling grape.
So they had one sweet wine that I really, really did like, but the rest were too dry or too, I don't know,
bitter,
full-bodied.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I need Kool-Aid.
You need
Stella,
all the way sweet. Stella, yeah okay, gotcha.
That's me. They're not sponsors.
Yep, just sweet wines.
But so that was the winery, and then that night from the winery, we went to a club.
We turned up.
Now I was jealous. I was like, oh my god, I would have been.
First of all, shout out to my cousin because he has connects in Atlanta. So we had a whole booth. We had bottles.
We went through the back door. Like, it was a private entrance in the back door. Yes. We had a booth in the very center.
I had a sign and bottle girls come out. At the age of 34, I've had booths before, but I've never had like it just for me. Like the girls are coming out for me, a sign with my name on it. Like, I've never had anything like that. So it was, I really did enjoy that.
And the outfit for that night?
Baby. T.
It was cute.
It was a lot behind that outfit.
It was a lot
went on behind the scenes.
There's a lot about that outfit that I did not know about until I put that outfit on.
Yeah.
As I saw the photos, I was like, oh, we're really going out.
We'll have to talk about that outfit.
We'll have to talk about that outfit not on here because, baby, I was not prepared.
But you slayed in it. It was fantastic.
Yeah, that was the cowgirl theme. So they had gotten me a hat that said bride on it with like a cowboy hat with bride on it and a tulle like veil. And then I had my outfit, and then everybody had their fans. They got everybody fans, and we all had our little fans. We were ready for Cowboy Carter.
The boots was on the ground.
Boots was on the ground.
Y'all fully invested in the thing.
So that was fun. And we were out I think we got home at like 4.
Ooh. And when we got back to the house, we had these wings from the previous day game night.
I'm sure y'all tore
we
those
warmed up all of them wings. Every wing was eaten. Girl, it was so good.
They were so, like, they were good the day before.
What was that wing place called? Hungry AF? Yeah.
Shout out to Hungry AF in Atlanta.
Them to the list.
Because their wings were chef's kiss. They were good the first day, but they were even better.
Setting that seasoning. Marinated.
After the night that y'all had, I'm sure y'all needed to
soak up the alcohol. We actually didn't even.
Everybody's just devouring.
Yeah, the wings didn't everywhere. The wings didn't stand a chance.
No.
And then we woke up that Sunday and we went to Garden Park, which
my favorite part. Hands down.
Was that the brunch spot?
Yes.
When I tell you that place, like 10 out of 10, they have it. They have it together. It's unlimited food, unlimited mimosas. Yes.
You had me unlimited.
And then there's a DJ. And it wasn't like food like cheap food.
was-
We had crab cakes. We had shrimp. We had salmon.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't.
chicken legs, chicken wings, chicken
So
tenders.
when are we going?
We're
to?
going
we're
like
back. We're
that
going
is
back.
a place I 1000% want to go back to.
Same.
It was the DJ. She was great. She has a movie on.
Yeah, she's from
Tubi.
Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
Drawing a blank. We'll put it in the comments. Yes.
Yeah. She did a great job,
She
and
was
then
so good.
some guy was with her, and he took over after.
Chef was
She-
amazing. Chef came out. Chef
Oh
Chef
my-
was in the parking
Chef
lot.
was in the
parking
parking lot
cars,
in his
went
apron.
inside and fried them wings up. Yep. We was like, oh yeah, this gonna be
Fully
good.
invested
Yeah.
in the business.
Yes.
See.
But I'm telling you, like, and then we had a girl. They had a photographer there. We went over to the little side thing, took pictures. She was telling us how to pose, everything, and of course at the
This is a
end.
one-stop shop.
Girl.
Of course, at the end, they bring you all these pictures
For you to pay
and
for
we
it.
already, but like we weren't even thinking. We
We're
were
just like,
already,
oh,
we were
that's
tipsy.
so
I
cute.
literally saw the group picture and almost cried. It was
Yeah,
so
we
pretty.
already, y'all. It's included. What they're giving us all pictures because the price was like $80 or something.
I was like,
that.
that makes it worth
Yeah,
it. For real.
we all get a photo. We're like,
And
girl,
and then she was like, $20 a piece.
woo! I said, you know what? Hell
Run 'em
yeah!
up. I'm telling you, the pictures
so
were
cute.
so
Did I
good.
send you? I might have sent you.
She had put
That's
them.
the one trip
Oh.
y'all made. I didn't get photos
I
to.
know.
Oh, well, she put them in frames for us. They were cute
Oh.
frames.
So
The
cute.
pictures are one of my favorite things from the weekend. They're
So they know how to do business because
Listen, we had the
Yeah.
auntie, like we had the aunties next to
She
us
was turning
too.
60 something.
Yes,
It
and
was her
just like
60th
just such a vibe. Like they just kind of kicked it with our table, and I was teaching one how to dance. And it was a
And it was
good
really
time.
cute because everybody there obviously understood the assignment. Everybody was in a theme. We had our blue jeans.
Oh yeah, the blue jean.
Everybody was in
outfits.
blue jean. It was so cute. But some girls were dressed like for a tea party. And
Yeah.
it was just the aesthetic in there was so cute because everybody was dressed.
Yeah.
You know. And we went to the late brunch. So
Which
it
we
was
recommend, or
yeah. Yes.
or do we get keep?
Oh well, we already.
No, we're
said.
not getting keep.
But you already put
we
it out there
recommend
now.
it.
Go to the last one. You don't get kicked out as fast.
You got to turn those tables around.
Right.
Go to the
Right.
last one. And then after we left there, we went to
Hookah
a
lounge.
hookah lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pear Bistro is one of my favorites. It's super cute. It also like has the grass wall flowers.
And I love that like the windows around it was fully open.
Yeah.
Like it was beautiful. It was fun. We got like a little charcuterie board. We got wine there because we'd already been drinking at Garden Park. So we went there, relaxed, had hookah, had our charcuterie board, had our wine.
And then our friend
Our
Melissa,
friend Melissa popped
Our friend
up.
Melissa popped up. She
Yeah.
lives in Atlanta, so she was actually helpful in a lot of the places we went to make sure they were gonna be Jasmine's vibe. So
She popped up and that we had a fun time and we went
We
home
did.
that night. Next morning we left
Yeah, we
on
left.
Monday.
So rating on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being phenomenal. Rating for Bachelorette weekend.
It was a 10. I just wish we went to get to the strip club.
See, I can't.
But we had said it, but after we went to the hookah lounge, we were like, we're done. Like
oh yeah,
I didn't have no energy to go nowhere.
that's what I say. If we don't keep
Which
going
means
now,
that
we're
to
not
me,
gonna
when
keep
you
going.
stop,
So,
when
yeah.
you stop, it's over.
we're at our big age. We're not gonna keep
At-
going. Okay.
At our big age,
If we
right?
stop, we're gonna stop.
That's a very full Bachelorette weekend.
Oh,
though.
it was.
Kudos.
It was.
Ew.
For planning. That's
it was
a lot.
It was great. No
That is a
complaints.
lot.
No
We had
complaints.
a lot of fun. We had a little, just like the decorations. We had one mishap.
Oh gosh.
We were spelling out the word bride.
Oh no.
And
And
the
all of
art-
a sudden we heard a pop. I was like, what balloon was that? And then she was like, it's the R. We were like, we tried to salvage it, Lord. It is horrible. So we had to replace the R with
like
a
a little star.
So it said
B-I-
BIDE. We were like, we're gonna go with it. You know
You
what?
did
It looks
the best
great.
you could.
It's the best we could.
Yeah.
But it looked
We
really
didn't
cute
care.
inside.
We didn't
No.
care. It was cute.
It was a
It
vibe.
was
We had
cute.
balloons everywhere, and everybody helped. Everybody was just in such a good mood and helped
Mhm.
decorate and all the
Mhm.
things. So it turned out really good.
As
We had gifts for Jasmine every night.
oh yes, we
I-
talked about
oh my
that.
gosh,
I
so-
heard about the tips.
Or the sneaking in and out of her room was a
Mhm.
process.
Every night, well, every day I had something new. So, I had a pajama set, a white pajama set. It had like little ruffles on it. It had my new last name on the back, Mrs. Wallace. It had our wedding date. It had a Bible verse on one sleeve, and then it had our initials, my new initials, on the other. Super cute. They also got me. It was like a makeup bag with Mrs. on it, and then I also got slippers. So one pair of slippers had Mrs. W on it, and then another pair of slippers. They were both fluffy, but one had Mrs. W and the other was full of pearls, like pearled out slippers. And then I
Which
also
is totally Jasmine.
It
She loves
is.
pearls, FYI.
totally me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also got a robe, and the sleeves were pearls, like sheer with pearls, and it's like white silk, like satin robe. Like all of my stuff was
Top tier.
top tier.
And shout out to Nikki again.
Yeah, my best friend.
Yes, our girl. She customized a lot of it for us because we've just been planning and talking back and forth the whole time, and she executed that like to a T, like perfect.
But every day I woke up, I had a gift, and that was fun.
We almost ruined one because Jasmine had left her purse downstairs,
Oh,
and I'm just like already gallivanting. I've already had a few bevies in my system. So,
but you remembered.
I remember. So no, Jasmine was like, "I'm going downstairs. I need to get my purse," or she was like, "Can somebody else go get it?" And at first, I was like, "No, I'm not going downstairs. Like, I don't want to go back down these stairs." But in my mind, I was like, "Oh, I need to go down the stairs." Because I think Nikki went and put the stuff in the bedroom that she does not to see until she gets back, which I'm so glad. Girl, I almost ruined that. That one was almost ruined. And so Nikki had called me. I missed her call because I wasn't sure if she went down there or
Y'all
not.
was having too much fun.
I didn't see the call till we got in the car on the way. I was like, "Nikki, I missed your call." Never mind. I never
You would have got that
know
gift on
exactly
wedding
what-
day.
Yeah.
It's all good. It wouldn't even matter if I saw it. It was.
We definitely need to post like the schedule and the lookbook and all the stuff for the bachelorette. That was really cute.
As a former bride, that is a big undertaking. And so for any of y'all who are tuning in and you have a friend who's getting married or you're getting married, like your tribe is like super duper important. Make sure you have like some super reliable people because it is a huge task to not only plan something for the bride, but then everyone else who's involved as well. Right. And
because it was 11 of us total.
It's like, a labor of love.
It's not a small group.
It is a labor of love.
And we had literally, I have so much alcohol left because everybody bought multiple bottles. Like we had plenty of alcohol
to get you through the wedding day.
I'll save it for wedding day, right?
Yeah.
But I had plenty. My girls, they stocked me up for wedding.
So take tips.
Yes.
Bride tribes that are out there, brides to be. Hey, y'all have some big shoes to fill. Make sure you have people in your corner that are going to care about you having a really great time. For those of y'all who are on team bride side, step it up. Do your part. Do your part. Yeah. All right. So
that was a fun time for sure.
Well, I'm glad y'all had such a great time without me.
But we're going back with you.
Yes, you're going to have to take me. We don't have to go to the strip club, you know.
Well, we didn't go. We do. But we have to go now.
I'll take a nap during that part.
No, you're going.
Okay.
I need a better experience than my first experience at the strip club in Atlanta, so.
Well, we're just going to repeat all of it. We're going to repeat all of it, maybe redact some things.
We're definitely going back to Garden Park.
Yes, I need pretty much VIP treatment as if it's my birthday or something.
That's how you feel though when you walk in.
Yeah, I think everyone should go visit them.
We can make it your birthday.
I love that.
Down.
All right, so moving into our next topic, social media. Big thing still. So many different platforms that have been popping up. Some getting banned, some getting revived. You know, every day's different. But for our viewers, social media is one of those things where it seems like perception versus reality can be not always aligned. Or people can kind of think about what they see and really align what their lives might be like or how they choose to really deal with social media. I know the three of us have way different outlooks on social media. Yeah. So for y'all, like, how do y'all feel like you run your life with social media nowadays?
It was easy, and I started really being on social media during C19, but I feel like now that I am busy again, like I feel like everybody's fully back in their lifestyles at this point, 2025. Yeah. So now that I'm back in my lifestyle, it's really hard to keep up with, but I know I don't know. It's hard. I'm in like two different spots where I love my community. I love helping people out. I love my social media. It has just taken over my life, I feel like. And so I don't ever want to resent my job or what I do because it's just like every single day it's constant. So I'm always thinking, what do I need to post next? What do I want to post next? Because people are always asking me a lot too. But hey, can you post this? Hey, can you post that? And I don't mind at all. I have endless material. It's just the simple fact of people don't know how much goes into having a social media platform. It is a lot of work. And it's not just like, I post, like, you got to figure out your times you post, you have to figure out your days you post, you have to figure out your audience, your hashtags, what does well, what doesn't do well. It's just a lot of work.
And for
behind
you,
it.
it's also like a marketing
Yes.
component to it
Right.
as well. It's not as simple as just something you're doing for fun. Like
right.
it really
like
does,
it was during COVID.
Yeah, like it drives a lot of things that you're doing right now. So being intentional there is probably something that you have to keep up with.
Mm-hmm. And don't get me wrong, I love it. I love my social media platform. I love posting my kids, or I love posting with my friends. Jasmine and I've done a few videos together, but it can be hard, especially in the summertime when I go full into choreography. It can be really hard to keep up with and work. But.
What about
And
you?
see, I've always really, really loved social media. Like years and years and years ago, I was posting every other week. Like I was really big on posting on social media. I loved it. I loved to show people what I was doing. I was that person with my phone up 24/7. And then I went on the show and I feel like I kind of went into a shell. And so now people are always telling me the things they want to see from me and the things they want to see me post. And like she said, it's really like, I'll be like, okay, yeah, I'll make a get ready with me. Or yeah, I'll be more intentional and post more on my story so y'all can be into my life and all the things. I want to do that so bad. But the time and effort and energy that it takes, I am at a point where I don't want to start something and can't keep up with it because I know how I am when I'm following somebody on social media and they post all the time and I'm used to going and looking at their posts and then they don't post and I'm like, where you at? Like, you good? Like, what's happening? So it's just like I've always been one to love social media, but I'm really trying to find my niche in being consistent but not being overwhelming for myself. And also with other people like coming in and like my comment section be crazy. And people have no filter and people hide behind a screen and people have made it not fun anymore. I am more critical of what I post just because of the people who get on social media and who think they can say any and everything to you. So it's kind of made me take a step back when it comes to my social media because I'm in a space, I have grown so much and I'm in a space now to where my peace is more important. And if I feel like me posting, trying to, let people into my life, but I'm going to have those people who want to be a Debbie Downer, then I don't really want to post. Yeah. So I'm still trying to find my niche and figure out like what I want to do on social media, but it just gets really hard with, all the keyboard
savages.
Yeah. How do you feel about social media? I know you've been pretty private until
pretty buttoned up
until like the last year. You were very private.
Yeah, social media for me has just kind of been a hobby. I definitely don't have the viewership that you all have. Girl. In terms of the platforms that you're on and the reach that you have. And so for me, my stuff has always been very buttoned up, mainly because of the different forms of employment that I've had. So for the longest, I worked on a college campus, and sometimes like that age gap is very, very small. Yeah. And so just trying to keep that level of professionalism, nothing on my social media was ever, bad or, painted me in a negative light, but also in that type of environments, I felt like sometimes social media would give people this impression or this expectation that because they see you on social media or see things you post in your personal life, that means that they have access to everything in your life, or that makes them, besties with you, or there's a level of respect that they don't have to give you because you're showing so much of yourself. And so I kind of just put up a wall to where it was like, hey, only those that are in my circle or people that I've at least come across have access to kind of what happens outside of my 9 to 5 and what happens on the weekends. And lately, especially like having a bonus daughter who's into social media and trying to get my husband into social media and just branching out more, I've become less rigid in it of like, hey, like people are gonna find where they're like, you're only 2 seconds away from a screenshot and a reshare ultimately, or someone creating a profile to befriend you, and so for me, like it just has never been that serious anymore. And so people can now you have to, people have had to work to find my social media.
Yeah, because it's not under
accounts.
your name.
It's not under my name. So I mean,
I even have hard time.
you literally have to know somebody, or I mean, now it's very easy. But I made it to where, like, when I was putting my pinky toe in making it public, of like, you're gonna have to work to figure out, like,
Oh, they can't just go and type your name in.
No,
even if they know your first and last name, it's not popping up.
Nope. Nope. You had to work for it. And Facebook, off limits, not happening, like, at all. So, but it took me having to, like, adapt to it and not be so nervous of, like, oh my God, if people see me, I don't know, going to the park with my dog, does that mean all of a sudden in work they're not going to respect me because they think that, like, oh my God, like, she, you know, is the most friendly person ever, that now I don't have to, like, show up and respect her authority, the role that she's in, because it just kind of takes that wall down. So
that's a perspective I've never thought about. I can't remember the last time that I had a social media account that was private. I couldn't even fathom what that it would even
it's
be
quiet.
like. I bet it would be great. Like, I know I've deleted some social media. Like, I've deleted Snapchat. I've deleted, I guess Pinterest isn't really social media, but I feel like it low key is social media. I've deleted some apps. I told myself I have 3 because
Only?
social media. I have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. That's it. But I also am a social media coordinator. I run other accounts, and I help people with their accounts as well. So it's just a lot. It's a lot of work. Time is the biggest thing. Time.
Yeah.
There was a time when my social media was so aesthetically appealing. I would do
You had every time Aimee would post a quote, we knew a picture was coming.
Literally,
like it was a picture, quote, picture,
and
quote.
it had to be in, like, a specific color scheme.
That's
so,
how
like,
my friend Blake. That's how Blake's page is.
Oh, and so anytime I saw a quote pop up, I'm like, oh, Aimee Bruin, she got something.
I might go back to that because that was fun. But, like, every year I would change it. So, like, one calendar year, all of my quotes would be black background, white words. And then the next calendar year, it would be the reverse. And it would literally, like, and I would not, like, and my husband
Mario messed it up.
It was so precious. I had to give it to him because, you know, some men just don't post. And he posted this really cute picture of us, and he collaborated. And I accepted it, and it threw off the whole thing. Yeah. And it was precious.
They were matching. It was a really cute picture.
Well, yeah, that's acceptable. I feel like that's a reason to break your...
For my whole aesthetic.
I thought it was cute when you had your quotes.
It was a little motivation.
Because
well, when you talk about aesthetic too, did you do that because you wanted people to look at you a specific way? Because I know when I'm looking at other people's pages, like you see our background, but if you see somebody else at their home or at their studio or at wherever they're filming or doing whatever for social media, it could be this pretty right here image, but on the outside, it could be complete turmoil. Because I know I followed somebody who showed the outside of what they were filming in. And I was like, oh my goodness, you're literally just like in your bedroom. There's a pile of clothes over here. There's a broken TV over here. There's a dog bowl over here. There's stuff toppled over.
Perception versus reality.
Yes, and it's like... we only post the aesthetically pleasing things in our life, but that's just not realistic. Like, I know my life is not perfect at all whatsoever. I have trials and tribulations every single week, and sometimes I let it get to me, sometimes I don't. And so, but when you look at my social media, you think you wouldn't everything's positive, happy. I'm in cheerleading every day. I get to do this great job, which is all very true, but I still go through things a lot outside of social media. Here I am, my emotions look great, my dances are fun, and but I'm also going through this and this, because when my mom got sick, you could see where my social media kind of went down, and now it's back, you know what I'm saying, back up. So I think you can see that, I don't know, I feel like social media is hard too on women, because we have to look a certain way, and we're supposed to act a certain way, and we're supposed to be like these light, just positive and light and all the things, and I just don't think it's fair. Yeah. Like, sometimes I want to post that I'm really pissed off and I had a really bad day, and I just want to go and just...
Oh, I do.
And
people don't see my story. People start texting and checking on me because I'll be on there like, well, guys, I'm about to get in the shower and cry.
I'm texting like, who do we need to fight?
And for real, get in the shower.
And I for real get in the shower and cry. Yeah. And I've literally been like, okay, guys, if one more thing happens today, I'm going to lose it. Yeah. Like, I'm literally going to lose it. And I've had a cheer mom be like, I was telling my daughter, I hope she act right at practice tonight because Jasmine was on Instagram saying she's gonna lose it. So you're like, don't go to practice.
The parent following your story, act right tonight.
You better act right tonight. Do not piss Jasmine off. Yeah. But I literally within the last 6 months, I have started to do that because I really do think people think I have this perfect life. And it's nowhere near that. Literally last week was the worst week. Like we came off a bachelorette. I was on this high from the weekend and something happened every single day last week. And I literally was sliding down the wall. Yeah. And it's not that I want it to be normalized, but I want people to understand like that just because I don't put every time I'm sad on Instagram, like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. But I want people to realize like everybody goes through things. Nobody has a perfect life, no matter how much they paint this picture of their life is great. But I've tried to be more transparent. I really want people to see that side of me and to be able to relate to me, to see, yes, life was great today, but tomorrow the next day it was trash. Yeah. And you should know that it was awful. And I got in the shower and I cried about it. And I'm fine now. Like I'm not, depressed or none of that. But it's like I needed to cry. I needed to get it out. I got it out. I talked it out and I'm good.
I feel like sometimes social media doesn't make people feel safe being that vulnerable. That's why people only share all the warm, fuzzy, positive stuff because half the people on social media aren't your friends. The others probably just want to see what's going on with you today, tomorrow, and be nosy.
And some people want you to be sad.
Yes.
And sometimes you don't want to post because you're like, somebody is laughing and happy that I'm having a terrible day.
Yeah. And then you have the percentage of people that are actually rooting for you. But in the world where there's thousands and thousands of people seeing all the things that you do, like it's bold of you to have those vulnerable moments because for me, I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna just focus with my inner circle.
I'm a Cancer, so
yeah, cancers cry.
I'm a thug.
Shout out to the cancers, but y'all be fine.
Y'all know I'm a Cancer and I'm gonna cry I always cry. I'm the crier of our friendship circle.
True, but I do know too, like you were saying something about comments earlier. Like comments can be pretty brutal. I feel like especially for you just coming off the show you came off of in cheerleading, it's not so bad. Like I'll have a random rude person, but you'll hit that block party real quick. I will block you. You will join everybody else. But
I've learned the block button too.
That block party is full, honey. So anyway, we'll talk about blocking later, but I gotta get blocks for it. But I'll just block those people. But sometimes I'll read some comments and I'll be like, why did you have to put this on the internet? Like, why? What are you doing? But then on the flip side too, I'm thinking like, you know what? Let me pray for this person because they're obviously have enough time to where they're online miserable and they have something negative to say about something that shouldn't be negative at all whatsoever. So it's like,
no, I had a terrible time when the show came out.
Yeah, I remember.
And I was posting and people were, even if I wasn't posting, people were going to my page and just making comments on like pictures from
2017. Like
just needed a platform to say something.
Just because, and I'm telling you, I was a confident person. I really, really was. But I have struggled in life with my self-esteem from when I was younger. I've had that struggle. But before going on the show, I had really gotten, I thought, to a really, really good place. And after going on that show and people getting in my comments, I guess I wasn't as strong, or I had gotten over the things that I thought I had gotten over. I mean, I went into a deep dark,
and I'd be like, Jasmine, stop reading the comments. Go to bed.
I went into a deep dark, and I was in all of like the groups for the show, which was not good. But I was in all the groups, and they go on there, and it's
you
like
can't regulate those.
No, you can't. Like I can go on my page and delete. You can't regulate those comments. And I was not prepared or had the tools for all of that I was going to encounter.
Like I went through going through people leaving negative comments and all the things. So I already went through that process.
Because her social media blew up.
But she needed to go through that process too. But I also wanted to try to guide her. But once you get in that mental place, sometimes it's really hard to pull somebody back. Like Jasmine, like these people don't know you. They're just somewhere at home, miserable. You don't know anything about them. They're usually their pictures of like a cat or
their profile picture.
like
picking their nose with dirty drawers on.
Sir, and like I know one time I literally said, I'm not sitting here and arguing with a cat. Like I'm not gonna do it. So end of story. But it's like I'll get my comments sometime.
Amber like, Amber, don't respond. And she already done click send. I'm like, dang.
Right.
You do that too.
Oh yeah.
I'm quick now. In your stories.
She don't care now.
I will screenshot and post you on my story and be like,
this
such and such wanted some attention, so I'm gonna give it to him. And I will quickly put you on my story and let all my people get on there and
I'd be like, ooh.
Ooh. And I'll be like,
but y'all's experiences, even like the podcast, it's something that's just like fun, like to go from like having things locked down to being like wide open for any and everyone to see it, and then the podcast and all of that. Like I literally had to like take just a little moment and be okay. So I'm about
this is scary for me. It's not scary. Was it scary for you?
Yes.
It's still terrifying to me.
Yeah.
I didn't get stressed until I was about to post the very first episode. I was like, oh my God, like what is wrong with me? I was totally fine until I was about to hit upload.
I didn't know that. You didn't tell us that.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't have. That's probably good you didn't. Aimee, get your friend. Now get your little friend.
But no, like thinking about like I think I have pretty solid self-esteem. And it hasn't always been that way. But I also had to really just like sit down and be like, hey, like there's just a lot of things you still haven't experienced. So you can't guess how you're going to respond or how you're going to internalize something. And I'm like, there could be somebody out there who's watching this. It's like, Aimee is the most horrible person ever on God's green earth that I don't know. They could just slide in my DMs or something. And like, that's a very real reality of like putting yourself out on a public platform that anybody can access, puts you under a microscope that you didn't ask for,
right?
With opinions that you.
But people will tell you asked for it for being public.
They will.
They will tell you that's what you. People tell me all the time. You went on a show for everybody in the world. That's what you get. Like you should have been prepared for it. I'm just like, I didn't go on a show to give people permission to talk crap about me. Like you can't sit here and tell me.
Opportunity to go on the show, that person talking to you would do the exact same thing. They would go on the show. Exactly. I don't think people would turn down an opportunity like that at all whatsoever.
But they told me they would say basically I should expected it. Like, it's like it's normal. I'm like, are we normalizing people coming in your comments
and bullying
and talking? Being like, are we normalizing?
Because the thing is, if you don't like it, go on somebody else's page.
And honestly, they would never say it to my face, or they would never say it to your face. That's just not something you would go up to somebody and say, like the negative comments. I would nobody's ever told me something like in my comment section to my face ever.
Well, my thing is, why are you following me?
Right.
And if you're not following me, you took even more effort to put my name in the search bar and come to my page. So it's like, what if you don't like what I post or don't like what I say or do? Why are you even on my page?
Yeah, because they're also building a narrative off of like without the whole story. You know, like they're seeing a photo, they're seeing a video,
or they're watching the show and just making their narrative over an edit.
Yeah, without which once again that perception versus reality. Like they are interpreting something to be one way and responding.
And I get it. I watch reality TV and I can have an opinion about something and it not be that because of an edit. But I'm not going to people's pages and talking mess. Like I'm not going to comment and saying you're desperate. Yeah. Like
no, you are.
There's a difference.
You're desperate.
Oh yeah, I've been called desperate plenty of times.
Aren't we all? Lord, if you think about it, we all do.
I just want to be in love. I just want to be married.
I'm desperate for success.
Baby.
Call me desperate. I'm desperate to win lotteries.
Well, do y'all think social media makes women feel worse about themselves? Because I do. Just even looking at
I think it's a double-edged sword. I think it could be both because you could go on there and you post and people hype you up and make you feel like the prettiest girl in the world. And then you can go on there and post and you got all the hate comments or people talking about, tearing apart your appearance. So I feel like it's a double-edged sword. I feel like it could be both. I feel like it's mostly the bad end of the sword for sure. But I think it could definitely be both.
Yeah, I just hate them some of my girls. Like I can just see the confidence not be in them because they don't look like these girls online, and I'm like, I don't think y'all realize how much it takes to look like these girls online. Like it's just not realistic.
Didn't
And I
happen
hate to
overnight.
use the Kardashians as an example, but they really have set such a beauty standard, or the beauty standard we're in now. The Kardashians have really set that standard, and that's unattainable. Like, I'm not rich. I don't have $1 million to blow on my body to fix it the way I want to fix
Mhm.
it. And so I hate that I just see it in my athletes, just confidence not be where it should be, especially because of the individuals they're seeing on social media or they're following on social media.
Yeah.
I hear them talking about. It just makes me sad.
I
So.
think it gives this false sense of kind of like how people live life. I mean, especially those that put out only the positive pieces. I think for young ladies or women of any age, like there has to be like this big sense of being grounded. I think when you're on social media, because you see so many people living life in so many different ways, glamorous way. Like most people are not putting the bad things out there, and so seeing someone attain a goal that you have quicker could be a trigger. Seeing someone have the life that you want to live, or have the items that you wish to acquire, sometimes I think it can give people this sense of always having to compare or measure up or not feel like they are enough, versus seeing the things that people acquire and accomplish, be like, oh man, that's just amazing, and just leave it at that. It's great to see people succeed and acquire all the things that they want in life, but I think social media kind of gives you that edge to where it's like, oh, but I should have that, or why is my life not like that, to where you feel like you're a little bit inadequate, especially I think for women, when we add beauty in it, love, career successes, the nice cars that we drive, being able to afford designer things, the nicest, like there's so many like categories of life that we see on social media that maybe men don't, that I think it kind of can overcomplicate things. Like, is my hair nice enough? Like, dang, she got the nicest shoes. Like, her lipstick cut. Like, I literally was following an influencer today, and she posted a picture, and I was like, oh my god, I need that lip color. Like, she's my skin complexion. She's so cute. Like, I feel like if I get that lip color, like, I'm a pop too. Like, things like that can end up having such a negative impact on people when they, take things like that for the worse. And
you also don't know what that person went through to get there, because a lot of times people just pop up and they're there, but you don't really, you say you want that, but you don't really know what work it took for them to get there, and are you even willing to put in what that person put in to get where they are. So I think also with that perspective, everybody wants a quick come up or a quick win, and I feel like a lot of times nowadays people don't want to work for it. They just want it
instant
to happen.
gratification. They want that microwavable life.
But that's what happens on your TikToks, your Instagram. You get that one viral video and you're set.
Yeah.
Like, it's instant gratification after that. Well,
we unpacked a lot.
I think we did.
On episode 3.
Man.
Yes.
Hopefully y'all not out there looking at people on social media thinking that you're not good enough.
Yes, love yourself. Be confident. Be a queen.
You
You're
are
a king,
enough.
Be all the things.
You are enough 1,000%.
And if you're trolling people on social media,
you need to stop.
Cut it out.
Reevaluate.
We're not doing that. That's not successful. It's not getting you anywhere but an ugly soul, and you're going to age real fast.
Oh, wow.
Ugly soul for the troll. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Terrible. So,
well, I think that wraps up episode 3. We thank you guys for listening. We thank you guys for watching. We thank you guys for the support and for giving us positive feedback. We always want to, be a positive light. Yes, this podcast is something for us that, is kind of like our hobby, and we love getting on here and just having girl talk. But we also want to encourage you guys.
And go like our photos and be nice to us in the comments.
In our videos.
We'll do the same for you.
I'm just trying to count 5, 6, 7, 8. Not only on the podcast, but in my life. That's it.
I'm just
You're trying to get 5, 6, 7, 8 on the right tempo.
You gonna get it, Aimee.
You gonna get it.
If you don't get it, watch the last episode again.
All right.
Encouraging. Ready? And that's a wrap. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Bye.
Toodles.